Let's start with the question. How to download non-DRM version of game from Steam to run in Wine. I just purchased a turn-based game which is only supported on Windows. It's Cogmind, if relevant. Since I'm on Mac OS, the game won't download when I click Install Game. Quote, an error occurred while updating Cogmind. Invalid platform. While this game doesn't officially support my operating system, its community has figured out a way to run it through Wine. Also, it's worth noting that running the game this way is actually encouraged by the developer. Is it possible to download the non-DRM version of the game with the Steam client? So how can we solve this? There are two possible answers. Answer 1. For some games you can just copy files. But some require Steam for at least some functionality. Friend list, server list, etc. Cogmind uses Steam Cloud to back up your saved games and for global high scores list. Also, Steam detects Wine as Wine, not as Windows. They specifically made it to also count users on Mac OS, Linux who use Wine. You should run Steam on Wine instead. That way there are less things that can go wrong. And better chances that everything works as intended. Answer 2. Is it possible to download the non-DRM version of the game with the Steam client? Define what you understand by non-DRM. If a game is inherently DRM-free. See here. You can download the DRM-free version from Steam. It will be put into your Steam apps, commandeer. You can copy, move it out of there if you wish. Note the possible caveats. If the game is DRM protected and the license allows for DRM-free use of the game, or you don't care about fine legal aspects of the situation and just want to play the game you already bought. Again, caveats. You may, with very high likelihood, succeed by using a cracked Steam_API, DLL or its derivatives, substitutes. I won't provide the exact links for the obvious reasons. A quick Google search for e.g. how to crack Steam MPGH or Steam emulator can lead your way. But the generic Steam_API crack allows to use many, if not most, games in a DRM-free way. Note that you will have the exact Steam version of the game, updates, virus-free, etc. But you won't have access to Steam-related features, friends, achievements, etc. It's arguable whether this can be called DRM-free version. But it most certainly will be downloaded from Steam. Alternatively, just use your Steam on Wine. Caveats, yet again. Note, I don't condone piracy, copyright abuse, software theft in any way. I, however, argue that a user has the right to break licensing terms. EULA. Of the software he can legally use. Bought, paid for or received free of charge. If they are exceedingly prohibitive. Because that is the usual court ruling in such cases. Both in EU and some US states. The worst legal implication here is that the license may get revoked by the issuer. In this case, you may legally get banned from Steam for circumventing its protection. I assume that's a call everyone should consider by themselves. I hope these answers helped, and if they did, please drop a comment and subscribe.